Hi everybody, and it seems like it's been a very good number of weeks since last time I had the time of sharing with you this making of videos, and at least for me, it is true that it's been a good number of weeks that I haven't recorded this, despite the fact that as for the song that we are talking about this week, it's been already 3 weeks that I chose the version that I wanted to share with you on the actual postcard. So, this time, and given that, I really wouldn't like to be talking a lot more about blah 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 and not getting to the point. So, we are going to start, or I will start by sharing with you that we are here to talk about again about Miss Maria Grieber, which I am of whom I am putting on the screen a very well-known picture of hers. I have also noticed that unfortunately there are not many pictures of hair available. We have talked about it in the past. She being recognized as the most famous female composer in Mexico, a very fine artist. Her life had some ups and downs. There were times where everything was very good with her marriage and her children. There were very dark years, and even in those dark years, mainly because of poverty, she wasn't making much money. She didn't have much recognition. She had lots of work, but not much recognition for it. And there are days by the latest years of her life when she got that recognition from a good number of people around the world. So and despite all those many years when she was active, there are not many pictures of her. And as I was telling you, I am putting on the screen one of her most famous pictures. Let's go back to remember that, let's remind us that Maria Grieber is one of the finest composers. Her music is pretty simple, pretty intimate, and most of it, or many of her songs, have a biographical content in it. We have also discussed in the past how is it that part of her life is reflected on those nice songs. We have also mentioned at some point that we are bringing to the music postcards a good number of songs, and we haven't still brought to this series the two of her most famous compositions. Those will come a little later, but I didn't want to leave the impression that Maria Grieber is only Júrame and Muñequita Linda. Maria Grieber is a lot more than those two songs. I'm not saying that those are not good songs, but there are many other fine compositions from her that it's worth talking about and bringing the music to this place. And now it is time for me to mention that in fact today we are talking about, or we are having our conversation around one of her most famous songs. The song is Así. That is a word that in Spanish is used to describe the way things have to be done. How do you do this? Well, you do it like that. The expression in English that most resembles the expression así is exactly that expression, just like that. But also, again, as we have mentioned in the past, the change in the language does not help in providing the intention that the original spoken Spanish language provides. So that very simple word with only three letters, así, just like that. And you can also see now on the screen also that there is some people who thought that the best translation for así is lullaby to love. I have to first say that I disagree. But I disagree in the translation, but I have to agree, and you will see it in a couple of minutes, that the way this song is composed, in fact, gives us the impression that we are actually bringing a lullaby to the person we love. We already have on the top of the screen that the music and lyrics are by Miss Maria Grieber, and I would like to start playing. You will see in the back. You will listen to it, to the actual performance that I like to that I chose for us to share in the actual postcard for today's. It's You will also see in the postcard the link to her rendition of the song. I have found her, her name is Tiffany Alessandra. I have found that she is a very talented pianist and that she understands very well the Mexican music. She does it with lots of easiness and comfort. The way as a musician understands the music is very important, and she does it to perfection. Okay, enough with the talk, and we will start listening to it. It will be somehow a little hard for me to handle it because I have to play it from another control. So no more excuses, and let's start listening to it. Again, also notice that as in many of Maria Grieber's compositions, she usually starts slow, maybe sometimes andante, but her compositions are usually slow in the tempo. And also remember, you will realize soon that when she plays her songs, or when she composed her songs, she also did it in the natural rhythm of the spoken Spanish. And just before, one more thing before we jump into that, this time I am not sharing with you how is it that I fell in love with the song, because truth is I don't remember when it was the first time that I heard the song. I'm pretty sure that it may have gone unnoticed to me. I really did not pay much attention to the song the first time I heard it. Shame on me, of course. But the truth is that I learned or that I liked this song very recently, and so that's how I chose to bring it to you. So let's go for it. Let's start by listening, and I will start giving you some notes on the translation and the meaning of the song. And you see, I just started by playing it too advanced. This time, let's take it from the beginning. And of course, as you're already familiar, remember that she usually starts opening her compositions with a statement or with a question. In this time, she's asking, why is it that when I look myself into your eyes, there are so many beautiful dreams that I would like to live? Again, is showing us a very passionate woman, a very passionate person for the one he or she has fallen in love. So she asks, why is it that when I see myself reflected into your eyes, there are so many beautiful dreams that I would like to live with you? As you can see, by just the first phrase, as we are opening the song, she's totally giving everything. In just one phrase, we are already learning that there is lots of love in this relationship. And even though one may have the intention of giving full power to the voice, it is also a very intimate question. ¿Por qué al mirarme en tus ojos sueños tan bellos me forjaría? Then she asks, mira, mírame mil veces más. And that's exactly what we are about to listen. Then the piano plays the same question, mira. So the first phrases are porque al mirarme en tus ojos sueños tan bellos me forjaría. Mira, mírame mil veces más. Then again we have a very similar construction. Remember that we asked, ¿por qué al mirarme en tus ojos sueños tan bellos me forjaría? Mira, right after that the piano plays the same song, the same melody, raps with mírame mil veces más. Then comes a next question. Después de probar tus labios, vivir sin ellos ya no podría. Because after having kissed your lips, I can no longer live without them. So there again, to insist that there are two phrases that are showing the full love and passion that they have, or that the singer has for his beloved person. Because after having kissed your lips, I can no longer picture myself living without them. And now asks, kiss, kiss nobody else but me. Let's listen to that very beautiful part in the song. So you see, this is the whole introduction. Porque al mirarme en tus ojos, sueños tan bellos me forjaría. Mira, mírame mil veces más. Again, the second phrase, which follows the same structure. Después de probar tus labios, vivir sin ellos ya no podría. Besa, bésame a mí nada más. And right after that comes the most or the best known part of the song. This melody is so charming, and many people recall or like this song, not because the introduction is very beautiful, as you could hear, but because the following phrases and the melody are very easy to grasp. And this is exactly where I would agree. I was telling you a little before that I don't agree with the translation of Lullaby to Love, because that is not the name. The name is Así. But I have to agree that the rhythm and the melody makes us think of actually a lullaby, because now we are going to say, porque un beso como el que me diste nunca me habían dado, y el sentirme estrechado en tus brazos nunca lo soñé, una noche de luna en la playa nunca había pasado, escuchando canciones de amores al amanecer. Let's go very quick for translation of that, because and you, as you may remember, which we have just said that we have been kissed, and after having been kissed like that, we want to kiss nobody else. We wouldn't like to have someone else be kissing you, because a kiss like the one you gave me, I have never been given such a kiss like that. And when I feel that I am hold in your hands, I have never dreamt of things like that. Because a night with the moon by the beach, I have never spent a night with the moon by the beach, listening to the songs of love as the sun goes up, the sunrise. So they are picturing a scene where they spent the night together at the beach, holding each other, of course, kissing, having songs of love, and accompanied by the moon. So it is a very romantic scene that Maria Griver is picturing us. But let's listen to the actual melody, and I know that you will agree with me that this is a very nice melody. Porque un beso como el que me diste nunca me habían dado, y el sentirme estrechada en tus brazos nunca lo soñé. Una noche de luna en la playa nunca había pasado, escuchando canciones de amores al amanecer. There is a change now in the melody, a little more. I don't like to describe it. I wouldn't like to influence the sort of emotion that you must be feeling when you listen to the melody, because but I have to anticipate that it feels like a little more drama into the music, because now you're about to say, the same way the roses are so thirsty for the dew. You know, the dew, this freshness that comes in the morning to refresh the flowers. So the same way the roses are longing, are so hungry to get this dew, with this same anxiety I am expecting for you. A ti, solo a ti, con esas mismas ansias te espero a ti, solo a ti, porque amor como el tuyo y el mío no existe en la vida, en el mundo ya no quedan seres que quieran así, así, solo así, siempre te amaré así. So, to try to summarize the expression that I have mentioned to you, so I am anxious to see you again, because a love like yours and mine, there is no other in the whole life. And in this world, there are no more human beings that love like that love así, the name of the song. Porque siempre te amaré así, siempre así. And let's listen. We have a very few minutes left, hardly 3 minutes to wrap up our making of. So I'm really looking forward that you like this song, and let's wrap it up. Como esperan las rosas sedientas al rocío, con esas mismas ansias te espero yo a ti, solo a ti. Porque amor como el tuyo y el mío no existe en la vida. En el mundo ya no quedan seres que quieran así. Porque un beso como el que me diste nunca me habían dado, y el sentirme estrechada en tus brazos nunca lo soñé. Una noche de luna en la playa nunca había pasado. Escuchando canciones de amores al amanecer. Oh, as you may have noticed, we already have some problems with the audio playback, so I think it's better if we don't listen actually to the content of the audio source. We will give a couple of seconds for buffering, and we go back to the, but it gives us enough time to if you have noticed the melody, you have like escuchando canciones de amores al amanecer. And that is the melody that many people recall this song for. The melody of so you see, even if you don't recall all the lyrics of the song, you can actually grasp the melody and play it for yourself. I think we have already enough buffering in the audio source, so hopefully this will not pause again, and we can wrap up this making of Postcard. Como esperan las rosas sedientas al rocío, con esas mismas ansias te espero yo a ti, solo a ti. Porque amor como el tuyo y el mío no existe en la vida. En el mundo ya no quedan seres que quieran así. Así. Siempre así, siempre te amaré. Así. And of course, as you can see, Maria Grieber was not very generous with the singer. It's not really asking for a high note. This is usually where singers, in particular opera singers, like to go much higher to this place to prove the audience that you can hold the note for very long and very high. However, I think that singing a much higher note, there are some singers that go as high as A. It goes against the melody of the song, because as you realized, there it is a very delicate song, like así, siempre así, siempre te amaré. So if you see, if you are coming from that melody, así, giving a high, super high note, does not make much sense. So I really hope that you enjoyed this Maria Grieber song, and I hope to see you some other time soon. Thank you very much, and bye bye.